think it hurts more than a normal breakup.
When you grow up, you just naturally lose friends.
And what's crazy about breakups with friends is like,
For Filipinos, we call this chismosa. When you tell like someone like, yo, I like this girl. Brayden likes you. Bro, the man pushed me and I got so mad. Like, why the fuck would you do that?
hey guys, welcome to another episode of the Booth Podcast, episode 31. I'm your host, Dom, and with me is my co-host,
Ken.
And today we're going to be talking about friendship breakups. You may have encountered many other breakups in your life, but I don't think we really talk about friendship breakups.
No, not we, but like I feel like a lot of people, they don't talk a lot about their own friendship breakups.
Yeah, because I feel like it's just something that happens, and then when you think about it, it's like, what happened? Well, it's like life happened.
Yeah.
And you don't really like think, oh my gosh, like I completely lost a whole best friend or friend that we've had. You know, you've made many memories with, milestones with, and it kind of hurts. I think it hurts more than a normal breakup.
I actually agree.
To an extent.
To an extent, I agree. Only reason because, this is my reasoning, right? Is because when you have a best friend, right, you have intricate special memories with them, right? Not to say you don't have it with like a relationship, right?
Yeah.
But like with the relationship, you can easily find another person to fulfill, you know, like go over those memories again. But when it comes to an actual friendship or best friends, it's hard to mimic or even try to like go back to those memories because that's a place and time where I would say you're more vulnerable with that person, right? And it can be just like fun memories, right? Like you can take the same girl to the same place. I mean, 5 different girls to the same place and just have different memories. But with the best friend, it's more prominent, right? In my opinion, and like it just hurts more.
I feel like also because we romanticize like the idea of like when we have a person that's like our significant other or lover, when that breaks off and we move on, we move on. We don't really move forward with those memories. We try our best to forget about said significant other or partner. But with friends, like you never really meant to lose them, you know? And it just kind of like it hurts more because when you go back to there, you're like, I was here with said person, with my friends, and those memories are always like fun and rejuvenating. But like relationship, it's like it usually ends off a little bit more icky and bitter.
I'd say it's more like a little worse, but like not as worse as like friendships.
I guess the best way to say it is friendships don't end in a bad way, which is why it hurts more. Versus in relationships, when it ends in a bad way, you're like, oh, I can hate this person.
Oh yeah.
But with your friend, you can't hate your friend.
Yeah, because it's harder to accept.
Yeah.
Because bro, if I feel like I've lost like a couple of friends in my life, right? And like it hurts. I'm like, oh damn, like it's because I think one reason why I think a lot of friendships do break up, and this is like a common reason that a lot of people tend to like overlook because they think they're at fault or the other person's at fault, but really, when you grow up, you just naturally lose friends. It's a sad thing, right? Don't get me wrong. But like, it's just some things, some people are only meant in your life for certain reasons for a small period of time or how long, right? And you can't control that. Sometimes, right? You can try your best to make them come back. But if they're not willing to like put the effort or, you know, they just see like this friendship isn't like going anywhere. Like we've had our time, it's done. Then you kind of have to accept that.
It kind of sucks. Okay, I know you haven't had many friend breakups, but what if I told you that you can also lose friends? You can have a friend breakup if you caught feelings for a friend.
Oh, that's worse.
So now do you have any friend breakups in mind? Because from personal experience, I had this one friend that I was getting really close to, and then I caught feelings.
Dun, dun, dun.
And that's a big issue because you don't want to be friends with that person if you have feelings for them.
Yeah.
Not because it's like it's weird, because like there are a lot of people that can suck it up, but it's like you don't want, at least for me, I wouldn't want my friend who I have feelings for to think like they have a friend when really in the back of my mind I have feelings for them.
Yeah.
So immediately if I have feelings for a friend, I immediately like
cut it off, or
I cut it off personally. Because like I've grown up with the assumption that it's like you can't be friends with someone you have feelings for.
Yeah, I mean you can, but it
hurts.
Hard.
It hurts, you know. And I hate that feeling because it's like you wish you could be with them because like you already do things that like you hang out with them one-on-one, you do all these different things, you get close,
and you kind of do like those like relationship stuffs you don't mean to do.
Yeah.
Right.
So when there has to be like that, we're only friends, like the label hits you, you're like, oh no, this is either gonna end in one way or the other.
I think I've had some. If I remember,
I knew that would hit him.
Because I didn't think too much about it, right?
Yeah.
Like when we were talking about this, we were talking about friendship breakups. I didn't realize the whole like catching feelings part because I completely like ignored that.
Yeah.
Right. I would say I've caught a couple, and like and it's not even because like I wanted to. It just happens, right? And then, but we're like I don't talk to them. I talk to some of them, right? Just like from time to time when I for these girls I used to have feelings for, but now it's just like all right, we're just friends. That's it. Like I've had my feelings for you. I don't know if you had some for me, but we're friends. Like it's platonic at this point.
I mean, there are people like again, like I'm not speaking for everybody. There are a lot of people that I know that have had friends and they caught feelings for them and they were able to still stay friends because their friendship means more than their feelings.
Yeah,
which is cool for you guys. I couldn't do it at least at the time that I was growing up because when I was in high school, I don't know if you can relate to this, but Disney always romanticized falling in love with your best friend.
Oh no, that's true. That's true.
They always romanticize falling for your best friend, and not just in Disney. I feel like just in a lot of like
just like in general, like
in a lot of like not kid movies, but like
what?
This is not gonna be good. I don't know the word anymore. I lost it.
For what?
Like when people grow up type movies. Someone's gonna comment down below what it is.
Oh,
what it's called.
I don't know what it's called, but I kind of get what you mean. Like
yeah,
like they've been best friends since like childhood, and they grew up like loving each other.
Stuff like that.
Like,
yeah.
I mean, one example I kind of give is just like Pokemon, like in the TV show, right? I'm sorry,
I've seen it.
Yeah. So like every region, he'll have like there's always gonna be a girl like companion.
Yeah.
Those girl companions end up kind of liking Ash, like the main character. Right?
Oh, I thought you were gonna talk about Brock.
I mean, Brock's different.
Brock a simp, bro.
Yeah, he's the biggest simp. I love him though.
Brock a simp.
I kind of became him in a sense, but not really. But yeah, Ash is like a perfect example. Just because like these girls are like technically best friends, but they caught feelings. But he's just blind. He's just blind, bro.
I know we didn't want to relate it to relationships, but like I had to do it.
Yeah.
It happens. Like, falling for a friend is the worst. It's the worst because like
you can't establish a true feelings anymore.
Yeah,
in my opinion.
Yeah,
because then you guys reach a point where like you want something more, but you can't really get it. So it hurts. Cause I've heard people like being in this situation, and dude, I feel so bad.
Yeah,
I'm like, I wish you could, but you tend to fall more in love with the aspect of becoming with them.
Yeah,
rather than growing, like not growing, but like becoming best friends. You know what I mean?
What do you think happens after? Like, what happens after break up with a friend? Like, what do you do after?
You cope. No, you kind of get okay. As tedious as this advice is, you have to like actually move on. Like it takes time. Don't get me wrong. I'm not dismissing that fact. You have to move on, right? But like take your steps to actually do it, and like acknowledge the fact that you lost a friend.
Yeah.
But don't like dismiss the memories you've created. Like actually like cherish them, right? Because they were once like an important person in your life, and don't ever let that go, right? You guys shared your memories. That's fine. Like that's pretty much it, right? And you just keep going. Eventually, like you will have friends along the way, right? Maybe even better than the person before, because that person was probably just like I said earlier. People are just met in your life for certain reasons, for a certain time period, and you learned a lot from this person. Now it's time to learn from another one, right? That's just my take on it. What about you?
From my experience, it sucks because like I tend to look back at Snapchat memories.
I hate those. Because I hate those.
Because like I mean, because it's been a few years since high school, it's so weird when they go, "Remember what you did 5 years ago?" And I go, "What 5 years ago?" And then I look back and it's like all these memories. Like some of the best memories I've made in high school was in my 10th year.
Yeah.
And I had a friend group where it was almost like a season of Friends where you saw them every single day. Nothing really changed. And you thought you guys were going to be friends forever.
Yeah.
But it went from season 1 to season 10 really fast. Yeah. Because what's crazy about breakups with friends is like you never know when it happens. because it either ends in a bad way or it ends in like you just fade away from each other without even wanting
happened,
to.
yeah.
Right? And without explanation. So that's the worst part is like, why do we stop being friends? And it's like, oh shoot, I guess we just grew up.
Yeah, and like that's a common reason. There's nothing wrong with that.
There's nothing wrong with that, but it sucks. It
sucks.
Freaking hurts. Especially because like for me, I've moved schools here and there, and you know, especially the transition from like middle school to high school.
Yeah,
it's so different because you're losing a lot of childhood friends to make friends that like sit right with who you are now.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Right, because you're growing up and you're making all these new different faces, and you're in a new season of your life.
Yeah,
and it does hurt though, because I like. Sometimes I'll look at high school and then I'm like, okay. And then I'll look at like middle school.
Yeah.
And
elementary hit harder. I don't know why. It's just elementary memories were like so infamous in my head. And it's like, I think back like, yo, elementary, everyone fucked with each other.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Dude, yes.
And then high school hit, you're like, I'm finally going to cut off like these people. And then, but I think the worst ones or like the most time you'll actually lose all your friends, or a good majority of them, or find the real ones, is transition from high school to like adulthood. Like college, post-secondary. That's what I mean. It's hard. It's
hard because not only is it like, I mean, if you guys have watched Spider-Man No Way Home, you're gonna know what I'm talking about. Where you're transitioning from high school to college because you have to figure out, are you gonna get into the same college as me?
Yeah.
Are we gonna be in the same town, same city? Because we have a friend who goes to school in Hamilton, which is far as hell from Toronto, and we hang out with our friend maybe like
once a month.
Yeah, and it's like it's a bit draining in a sense where it's like we wish we could spend time with them every weekend. Yeah, but we understand that like with life changes, you know, they're gonna want to be.
So I haven't had too many like friendship breakups or anything, or at least none that I kind of remember, because it just like passes my mind. But what do you think are signs that are like that causes a friendship to like break?
You know what's funny is like recently I was watching some Euphoria TikTok, and it's all about like their best friendship breaking. But yeah, it's a little icky. But I feel like once you know that you're about to enter a new stage in life, you should expect it to slowly fade. When now like your goals are not aligned with each other. Like let's say one person wants to become a doctor and then the other person wants to, you know, I don't know, just work.
Yeah.
Right? One person's going to school, one person isn't.
Yeah.
The person who's going into school is going to make more friends with the people in the school, and then people that work are going to be already in the workplace.
Yeah, like straight into adulthood and everything. Yeah.
And like I've heard of like because when we turned 20, I had no thought about this happening because Ken and I usually hang out almost like every week with each other, so we never really have this problem.
Yeah.
But I met a video editor a few like months ago, and she was like, "Yeah, adult friendships are hard because we have to schedule a day for us to hang out."
No, that's true. I've kind of experienced it.
I mean, we have, right? Like when it comes to like scheduling a hangout with like with Summer, like our friend in Hamilton, like we have to think about when is she coming home for us to actually hang out, and are we free? You know, so that's a sign of it fading. But again, if they want to make it work,
they'll put in the effort.
They'll put in the effort to make it work, right? But you know, sometimes like it comes down to like, are they understanding and are they patient with you?
True.
And are they willing to be comprehensive of like your whatever you're dealing with? Because sometimes like there are friends that like they feel more selfish in a sense where it's like it should be about them when it comes to whatever happens.
Yeah.
So like let's say you're dealing with something, and then I'm like, no, I want the attention. Like listen to me.
Yeah, like let's hang out and chill, bro. And
right? Like you and I have had this like not problem, but like we do better at this problem.
Which is what?
Where it's like, so lately, like I've been dealing with a lot of like life's issues, and Ken doesn't like telling me what's going on with him because he feels like my problems are more tougher or
we got that personal.
Yeah, well, be more personal with the audience.
Yeah.
And it came to a point where he felt like he couldn't be real with me, and I'm like, yo, doesn't matter if I'm going through like all these different trials in my life.
Yeah.
We're supposed to be friends. We're hosting a whole podcast. How are we gonna give advice to people if we're not gonna take it?
Yeah, not even that, but like we don't want to be fake, and like we don't want to show you guys like we're a perfect friendship because we're fucking not.
Yeah, we're not. No.
Like a lot of things you'll see on social media, you guys will think like, yo, these guys are like best friends. They have the perfect life. No, fuck, we don't.
No, we don't.
You guys don't know like all of the shit that's happening like behind the scenes, right?
Yeah, like we've had like not fallouts, but we've had moments where we had to like come back together and be like, okay, this is what I feel and this is what he feels, and like it's happened along the time that we've been doing the booth, especially because like if you guys notice, there's huge breaks.
Yeah, before,
right? And it's through those breaks that me and him have like come together and like understand how to work our friendship better
and like how to like work around the problems or like what's happening with them, right?
Yeah.
So like he's dealing with a lot of stuff, right? So I know I have to like work around that too, and he has to work around me. So we always find like the same level and where it can work for us, and it's hard to find that level because you don't want to over like pass the boundary or like do less or do more. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I can get where it gets tough, and like when people don't see like eye to eye or like the same values or they don't make it work for each other, it's like, yo, are we really like still friends, right? If not, then you kind of gotta break that.
One lesson that I hope you guys take from this is like, for example, if you know that your friend is dealing with something worse, don't shy away from still being able to vocalize how you feel in your own life.
He's taking shots at me, bro.
No. It's for everybody because like at the end of the day, if you're really friends, you guys will talk things through.
Yeah.
And like I've had this problem too. There's times where if someone else is dealing with something worse, I try to bottle up whatever I'm feeling and not like let them know. So it's normal to be able to like to have that feeling, but you got to understand that just because someone's 10 feet drowning and you're, I don't know, 5 feet drowning doesn't mean you both aren't drowning in water.
Yeah.
You guys have to like be able to still try helping each other.
Yeah.
Right. At the end of the day, everyone's going through shit, and it's like listening to each other's shit helps the overall situation and your overall friendship. And when people get through all the bad things together,
it not only makes your friendship like stronger.
Exactly.
Like the one thing like I learned from like that thing that we talked about is just like communication. Like we know we say that a lot for our relationships, but I think it goes unnoticed during friendships too, right? Like yeah, you guys can be vulnerable and talk about it, but like to an extent, you kind of don't want to tell them what's happening sometimes, right? And that's like a problem that you'll have within yourself. Like you just don't want to open up, right? Because you don't want to seem like a burden to them, right? But you have to communicate to like make your friendship stronger and to not be able to like have a fallout and everything, right? So like it's hard like to communicate your feelings and how you feel because sometimes you don't want to like feel like you're coming off as a dick, you know? I feel like if I say this, I feel like this person's gonna feel like I'm mad at them or something, right? Really, it's not. You just want to like vocalize your feelings and be like, yo, this is how I feel, right? And yeah, like step by step, you know, him and I were getting there, right? Like we've only been best friends for like what, 2, 3, 4 years roughly
since 2018.
Yeah,
4 years.
I think so.
4 years.
Yo, crazy story. I hated this dude.
Yeah, he hated me.
And like
to the point where he didn't want to watch any of my YouTube videos for whatever reason.
Here we are now.
Yeah. Now he edits my YouTube videos.
Yeah, bitch.
But going back to like even just the purpose of why we started the booth was because we've been big fans of How I Met Your Mother. And if you haven't watched that show, go watch that show. But the show really, we relate to it to an extent because those are friends that grow together and really talk to each other about what they're dealing 100%. With and how they go through life together. And it's not like Friends where friends kind of it's all for a joke. In How I Met Your Mother, there's a point in the show where they get serious, where it's like we really have to talk about these things, which is why the booth kind of started. And you know, it's kind of sad that we haven't talked more about friendships.
We should let us know, guys, if you're this far in the video, if you want to know more friendship topics. Yeah, so we're down for it because we've experienced like a lot, not just in our friendship but like others as well, right? But yeah, back to like the topic, right? I think another thing too that people like why they break up, like friendship breakup, is because they feel like insecure around them, right? Like and they essentially become like the person they don't want to be anymore. Yeah, like, that's my opinion. Like I've seen a lot of this in like friendships where they start feeling like they're not them. They can't be them around them. They're insecure. Like this person is stronger than me or something like that, right? Like something physical or like just like value attributes and everything.
I've had that happen where it's like my friends will especially in high school, because when you're in that high school phase, like it's all competition.
Yeah.
So there's always been those guys that's like, oh, they're better than me at basketball, or oh, they're smarter than me, and you like you wanna, if you start feeling insecure, it's just like it's not a them problem, right? Because they can't fix you, but it's a you problem where you have to be able to like lift yourself up so you can be on their level.
Yeah.
You know, especially guys.
Guys have too much ego.
Yeah, we have a lot of ego where it's like we kind of wish like, oh, like we were better than the other. So it gets to that extent where it's like insecurity does.
Yeah, like it ruins your perception, and then what happens if you don't fix that? You guys, well, you as a person, you start resenting them, which is horrible, because you're like, yo, fuck this person. Why the fuck is he like this and everything? You start hating every single detail about that person.
Just to put yourself up there.
Yeah, and it sucks. And that person doesn't know like that you're saying there's this shit behind their back. And you guys were best friends, right? And I've seen that happen, not just in shows, but also like with other people. And it's genuinely like horrible. And then they come to realization like what I did was stupid. But then you severed the bond of that friendship so bad, they never want to like take it back. You know what I mean? And you guys gotta like fix yourself if you're seeing that, because think to yourself, do you want to lose this person like genuinely? And if you think you can live without them, then go ahead,
There's
man.
your answer.
Right there. But if you really want to fix it, you gotta fix yourself as well.
Have you ever had a friend that just couldn't keep any secrets? Like every time you talk to them, they would just big mouth it and tell everybody else.
I mean, I think, but you know, for Filipinos we call this chismosa.
Yeah.
Where for those of you who don't know, where Filipinos like the person just talks a lot, like spreads all the rumors, spreads all the secrets, and it's just open about everything.
If you don't know what chismosa is, if you're not Filipino, it means gossip.
I'm so sorry. That's the word.
Them gossip mouths, bruh.
And it's annoying.
It's super annoying. I hate not being able to, like, when I'm trying to tell you something, like I'm trying to be transparent with you, and then next thing you know,
everyone knows it.
Someone goes, yo, I heard about, and you're like, what? How do you know? Dude, there were so many people in high school that would bicker at me for like things going on in my life. And it's like, do you not have a life that you want to like know what's going on in mine? Because my life at the time was not that interesting. Like I was dating somebody and that was it. But like, why are you trying to get in my personal space, dude?
Yeah, like it's annoying. Like the only example I can really think of, like it's fresh off my memory, is like, no, this happened a lot. I feel like in elementary too. But it's like childish, but like when you tell like someone like, yo, I like this girl, right? Dude, and then next thing you know, you're like, hey, like they start doing all the like overly like stuff like, hey, she's there. But then eventually they're like, yo, this person likes you. You're like, fuck, man.
Why would you do that?
Don't betray my friendship. Like, don't betray my trust, man. That's the worst thing you can do.
And like, it's like, bro, you just blew my cover.
I know. like, and then I used to excuse, yo, I was gonna build up and like tell her, like, I was never gonna do that.
Yeah, no.
I just wanted to admire her from afar.
Exactly.
And I hope like, hey, Kenneth, I like you. I'm like, let's be boyfriend and girlfriend.
Yeah, no, I hate those. Those happen a lot, man. Cause like, I mean, I get it. You know, you're trying to help your homie out.
Yeah.
You know, but at the same time, it's like,
shut up, man.
like, yo, I told you for a reason.
Yeah. But I ain't gonna lie, I did that too.
Yeah, I know you did.
No.
You were that type of person.
No, yeah, because my best friend Braden before at elementary, we kind of broke up for like a couple days, right? Like the friendship ended. Sorry, Braden. It's weird to say break up when it's friendship term. Sorry, but yeah. So this is what happened. Braden, if you're watching, you know this story. So it's back in grade 6, right? He just broke up with his girl, I think, and then he's gonna shoot a shot at another girl in grade, like as a year older. Right, so I think we were grade 6. She was grade 7, and then, bro, it was so funny because she walked by, right, and me, Sean, and Braden, we knew like that he liked her. So we were sitting on like it was like winter. We were sitting on like this snow hill, whatever. It was recess, and I'm like, I can't say the girl's name. I don't whatever. Hey, this girl, Braden likes you, bro. The man pushed me, and I got so mad. Like, why the fuck would you do that, right, and everything. And then I'm like, yo, I ain't your best friend no more. And then we made up 2 days later because we jumped on like the kids' desks. And yeah, I'm like, whew, I was a dick.
Yeah, you were, dude. I would hate you. I would have hated you. Shout out to Braden for pushing you, bro. I would have done the same, man. Fuck
Dude,
you,
I didn't see where I was wrong. And I feel that happens when you're the one gossiping or like, you know, telling all these things about people. Because you're like, what the fuck did I do wrong, man?
I fucking hate that. I mean, I was that too. But like I was always trying to be the wingman. I was trying to be the good friend, not in a way like I told everybody, but like in a way that's like I tried to push the pieces.
Oh yeah.
To set everything in motion.
Yeah, no, I get you.
But there's another reason why friendships break up or fallouts happen that we haven't really touched on. It's a little bit more deeper, but it's like when you're going through something, they don't reach out.
Oh yeah, no, yeah.
When it's an open thing that you've like, it's funny when things are openly known. Like everyone knows you're dealing with shit, and then they don't put in the time to go, hey man, how are you?
Yeah, like check up on you and everything.
That happens a lot where it's like no one checks on people anymore. And I think that's such a sad thing because it's like, you know, I thought we were friends to the point where it's like, you know, I'm going through something, you'll check on me.
Yeah.
And that one really hurt me in high school at one point where I was going through a breakup, and my best friend at the time, like they didn't reach out to me. And I'm sitting in my basement in the dark, just like fucking months on end, just like, wow, no one hit me up.
Nah, I know that feeling,
and it sucks because you go on Snapchat, you go on Instagram stories, and you see all these people hanging out, and you're like,
what about me?
That's why you didn't want to check on me, because you're out here having fun with all these other people, and you feel left out now too. And it's like, wow. It sucks when you see your friend have a good time when you're going through a shitty time.
No, I know what you mean. Like that's happened to me before. Where like it's back in high school too, right? Where like I'd spend like a lot of my days alone, like at home. Like I wouldn't get hit up, right?
Yeah.
And everything, and like I'd be going through some shit that no one knows, and I'm like, no one's ever asked me like in high school, like, hey, are you good? Like, I because I've been like alone for like a long time. I get used to like, yeah, I'm fine, shove it off, and then deal with it on my own, right? Now obviously I'm still working on that, but like it sucks because like you want to be checked up on, but you don't want to like force someone to do it. You know what I mean?
Someone said this to me, and it was like, it's like you're a girl and you want flowers, but you don't want to say you want flowers.
Yeah.
But it's for me why it's so different is if I'm going through a big life change that hurt me, and you openly know, and you don't hit me up to be like, yo, what's up? How you doing? Oh, I'm dropping by to like talk to you real quick. That fucking hurts, man. When people don't do that, they don't put in the time to do that. And I get it. You have your own life you want to enjoy. Cool. But it's like, don't come out of the blue now saying like, hey man, like, why haven't we talked?
Yeah.
Come on. You know why we haven't talked.
Yeah. And like, not even that, but like, if you really want to cherish a friendship and actually like maintain it, you have to take the steps to actually take care of that person and actually truly know them. Because it sucks. Like, it sucks knowing like, yeah, you know someone's going through something and then you're off having fun, right? And like, I feel that's happened to me before where like, I kind of became the person, but then I've always felt guilty of like, you know, having fun. Like, I shouldn't be doing that. I don't know. It feels weird. Like, I shouldn't be doing this. I know some of my friends are like suffering or like going through things and I feel bad, but like, I'll hit them up from time to time, check up on them, right? And then kind of go about my day and check up again, right? But it's especially hard to do that when you're an adult. And you know we're fresh adults, right? So like 2021, right? So we're kind of like maintain this friendship, and it's hard to maintain friendships when you have a lot of shit going on, and you never know what's going on with someone nowadays, because everyone's like afraid to open up, in my opinion.
Yeah. I mean, for me, it's like sometimes it's like when you've gone through this before,
you get used to it.
Not that you get used to it. That sucks if you get used to it. Let me say, if you're saying that you're gonna get used to it, dude. No, have some self-respect. You shouldn't get used to being hurt like that. You shouldn't be used to being dismissed of your feelings.
Yeah.
Never feel dismissed for your feelings. Don't do that. If you've gone through that where it's like your feelings have been dismissed to a point where it's like no one checks on you, you need new friends. I don't know. I don't mean to just like disrespect anybody, but that's the case sometimes because real friends will check up on you. Like, I've been going through this one tough time, and even though Ken doesn't like, he's trying to give me space. Like knowing that he still thinks about me, that still goes a long way because like I'm still in your thoughts. You know what I mean? Like not in a creepy weird way. Don't smile.
He lives rent free in my head.
Not like that, but like, you know, like just knowing that like, oh,
like someone's there that cares for you right now.
And like even though it's like, oh, I don't know what boundaries to push or whatever. Like that's even openly communicating that you're scared to reach out because of so and so. I get that.
Yeah.
Then we can communicate. No. I do want you to reach out. I do want you to ask me to go catch a coffee. That's different from absolutely not replying, not communicating, and going off, having a good time, exposing yourself, having a good time, completely being like, fuck you. You know, I'm not trying to reach out to you. That shit hurts even more. And I think people need to take that into account. When you have friends that are going through a tough time, don't fucking let them sit in the dark. Fucking hit people up.
Yeah.
Be like, yo, let's go out. Let's go get something to eat. Because even something like that goes such a long way than being like, oh, just give them space. And like go off and have your own fucking fun time.
Like actually put in the effort to like do it. Right?
Exactly.
Like show that you actually care, because actions do speak louder than words.
Exactly.
So how do you think we should get over like a friendship breakup?
I think you should get over a friendship breakup how you would get over a normal breakup, where it's you have to grieve and know that you just lost someone in your life. You didn't fully lose them as like, you know, they didn't lose their life or whatever, but you have to understand that you've ended a chapter in that book.
Yeah.
You know, it's over. Sorry to say it, but the movie's over. You know?
Like you lost the person, but not the memories or the lessons and everything.
So you just got to move forward with, not move on necessarily. I don't like the term move on, but you move forward with the memories of them. Like even now, I still think about my friends from high school that I used to like fuck with like heavy, because like they were great. Like I don't know why it fell out either. Yeah. But you know, I do look through the memories and I just remember like we were great back then. Not to say that we won't be good back like right now, but it's like it's okay. Like, I'm okay with living through with that. Like I have new friends. Like it is what it is. You know? Another way that I think that we can get over this is to avoid rumination.
What the fuck is that?
If I'm saying it right, rumination.
Sorry, big word.
Let me break it down. It just means avoid negative self-talk.
Oh,
yes.
Okay. I'm guilty of that.
Yes, avoiding like reasons why the friendship broke out because of you. Yeah. Because it's never true, right? Like it could be true to an extent, but it's not true for everybody. Yeah. Right? Just because it went wrong because of so-and-so doesn't mean it won't go right with another person. True. You know, especially friendship-wise. Like just because like you and this other person were both indecisive and can't figure out to eat doesn't mean you're not going to find a friend who knows what to eat. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like it happens. And just avoiding every little insecure talk that you can get. Yeah. Because like that happens to me a lot where it's like...
it happens too often to other people.
I think, yeah.
Because I feel like they also base it off like comparison, right? Like, oh, this person's doing better than me. Like, they're not just talking down on themselves. Like, you don't know what the fuck they're saying in their head, man. Yeah. Like, I've put myself down many times through friendships, right? I always put the blame on me because I'd rather put the blame on myself rather than them, so they don't experience the pain. Yeah. That's the way that I think about it. Because
we've done that with our friendship too. Let's be like in a way that's like. I have to like, I'm like, yo, Ken doesn't really put himself down a lot, but it's like, you shouldn't at the same time, because especially with us, like there was a point where you felt bad about your own life because you compared my accomplishments to yours. And I'm like, why? Like you're a whole different type of person. Yeah. You know, your progress is not going to be the same as my progress. True. And what I'm in is not the same thing. So there's different levels to what I do versus what you do. And I think that's the same with every friendship, right? Like, we're not all going to be the same, like, we're not going to be all in the same field.
But we're still going towards the same thing. We say that.
And you don't need to, like, compete with, like, let's say you and me, right? Yeah. Two completely different people, right? But we do have the same things in terms of, like, how we respect each other, whatever. But it's like, I'm not going to compare my level of success to your level of success because it's, like,
it's different.
We're different. And I think that should be for everybody. Unless you're in the same field. Yeah. Then you got to figure out the level there. But yeah, avoiding negative self-talk because it will stop you from making other friends too.
And like, don't carry the problems or trauma you had from that friendship onto a new one. Yeah. Right? Because then once you do, you start expecting like all these things to happen. And like the slightest inconvenience, like, oh shit. that's a sign. Like it's not gonna be a good friendship. Like I gotta cut this person off and whatsoever. Like that's like a major problem people do without noticing, right? And it sucks because like you're not leaving room for opportunity or growth for that person.
Yeah.
You're not taking a chance on them or yourself. And if you really want to like cope with like a friendship or like make new friends, you have to open up your heart to like other people, right? Just like you said, like just because it doesn't work with one friend doesn't mean it won't work for another, right? Because yeah, people are different. They have different values, different everything. Right, and you'll find your best friend. You'll find the right person, right? And trust me, it's gonna be worth the wait once that all like falls into place.
Another one is going out to different events.
Like what? Like parties and shit, or like what?
Like going out to things that you are more in tune with. For example, if you like working out and that's like a part of your personality, go to the gym. Go to these events.
Oh yeah, okay,
right?
yeah.
Go to events, right? If let's say for me, right, I'm a film guy, I should go to TIFF. I haven't gone to TIFF, but I'm gonna go to TIFF soon. I should go to TIFF.
Yeah,
I'll meet more like-minded individuals that are into film because I haven't had that. I haven't had those type of friends until I went to film school, though. Obviously, right? Going into things that you're gonna meet more people that are like you.
Find a place where like people were like they have common interests.
Exactly.
Yeah, because like it's easier to make friends. Like that's for me. Like I like making clothes, right? And like I find it hard to like make friends like that. I like making clothes, but like I've met a couple like they're pretty sick. Like they make all their own stuff. Even if they don't make clothes, they make art or like another thing, right? And I'm like that's still fucking sick. That's still kind of the same thing that I'm doing, which is creating, right? And I think I do that with a lot of my friend groups where I try to find a common interest that we all have, and then that's how you make friends. Like literally, I have like sneaker friends. Right, I have like ALD friends, like work friends, and everything, right? And it's just like amazing because you talk about that thing, right? And you have other people you can talk about other things with, and like that's like the easiest way you can make friends, like or new friend groups, because you guys all share common interests.
I look at it as like you're finding your tribe.
Yeah.
Because those are the people that they understand your way of life, right? Like I feel like because I'm a martial artist, it's not gonna be easy for me to make friends with like people that are into math or science, but I can be friends with people that are into dance because it's an expression of themselves.
Yeah.
Right. I can be friends with people that sing because that's also an expression of themselves. Right. It's finding your tribe because you need to find someone that understands your way of life. Right. That's why like when we went to that creator event just a few days ago, that's gonna be in the process episode 2,
which is coming up soon.
After one.
Yeah. But stay tuned for that. Sorry.
That event was really eye-opening for me because it's like, wow, like you know how they say if you feel like you're the smartest person in the room,
you're in the wrong
room. You got to find another like a room to step in. And when we got there, I was like, oh wow, because now I'm in a place where there's all these different creators, talented in their field. And even though we didn't take all these photos with all these people and do all the modeling, right?
It was still great to see.
It was still great to see, and it inspired me more.
Yeah.
And I think that's super important. Like I know YouTubers that like they can't make things because they don't have enough inspiration because they're stuck in their hometown. So they move to like LA or New York and they create a creator house, and that's where they find more inspiration and they feel the need to make more things. So yeah, finding people within your
and like that creator thing, back to it, bro. That thing, because I make clothes, right? When I saw that, I'm like, holy shit, dude. I found my drive again for like making clothes. I'm like, that's what I wanted. That's what I envisioned back in high school, right? Like creators, like, just, modeling, just having fun, just talking to each other. I'm like, I didn't know what it was like. Until then, I'm like, oh shit, bro. Next time, that's going to be me. I'm going to be the one hosting this.
We saw Ken's vest on a model, and I was like,
oh shit, it looks better on them than me, bro.
It looks so sick. I remember like seeing Ken hold the light for this model.
Yeah.
And I thought, dude, your vest looks super sick.
Yeah. I was like, damn, bro.
Yeah.
And like, yo, thank you to EJ, bro, because I was so nervous to like, I'm like, I don't have a camera. I don't know what to do, bro. It's weird, right? You told me, the man who told me Roland, like, shout out to him for like inviting us, right? And like, he told me like, yo, bring the vest. I'm like, oh shit. All right. Yeah.
It was sick. Because initially when I saw Ken wear it, I thought of like Ninja Turtles because it had like...
you fucking bitch.
No, because like the color and it had like the hexagons.
I know, but I get called that anyways, man. Sorry.
But then I saw it on someone else. I saw it on someone else. And I'm like, Wow. Passion.
That's a great way, just finding common events for other people, because you'll make friends easily. The first step to do, literally take the risk and just take a step forward, and you'll find your friends.
Thank you guys for tuning in as always. We hope you guys learned something about friendship breakups, because no one really talks about that.
Yeah,
And
it sucks.
It was a topic that I've been wanting to bring up for a very long time. So I hope you guys enjoy. If you have any questions, please comment down below. Really, comments go a long way for us. It lets us know we are helping you guys in the way that you want to be helped. As always, follow our social media. They will be in the link below. Tune in to our Spotify. Leave a like, comment, and subscribe if you enjoyed this video.
And we've also added the podcast onto Apple Podcasts, if I remember. So like, if you're a Apple user or I'm an Apple Music user, just go there. Because we know a lot of people have been requesting that. So we're like, we finally did it. Sorry for the long wait. And we have a couple of things in the works in the next coming weeks. So like, stay tuned for that.
Also, I just wanted to say that we're gonna start doing shout outs, where we shout out just someone that comments on our YouTube, someone that helps somebody in the comment section, whether it's Instagram or TikTok or YouTube. And because that's the type of community that we want to build, where it's like everyone's helping each other out. And we have noticed people on TikTok, so we will shout you out soon.
Yeah.
That's been it. Hope you guys enjoyed. Peace out.